Many people saw evil in the Boston Marathon bombings, including President Barack Obama.
You've shown us, Boston, that in the face of evil, Americans will lift up what's good.
As an epithet, evil has a solid White House pedigree. Ronald Reagan used it to label the Soviet Union.
To ignore the facts of history and the aggressive impulses of an evil empire.
And George Bush to describe Saddam Hussein's Iraq along with Iran and North Korea.
States like these and their terrorist allies constitute an axis of evil.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Devotees of America's religious right pray to God to vanquish what they see as evil in Washington and the world. Revivalist preacher Dave Butts.
But we can all do things that bring harm, and when you take that on a worldwide level, you have some pretty massive evil that can take place.
But what about the religious left?
Now, Lincoln would have been the first to say, I'm not always sure what that is, to be on God's side.
Evangelical pastor Jim Wallace was against the Iraq War, but he says the September 11, 2001 attacks were evil.
Evil is real. Evil is very real. How we respond to it can help overcome it or just extend it, make it grow exponentially.
It may be correct to describe bombings and shootings and their perpetrators as evil. But some people worry that it prevents Americans from having a serious conversation about what causes these tragedies. Applied philosophy professor Philip Cole spoke with VOA via Skype.
And for me, evil is what I call a black hole concept. It kind of blocks us, our understanding. It prevents us from going any farther. It brings the conversation to a halt.
Evil has long captured the human imagination, and some scholars say that as a category, it helps us know how to respond. Hollywood has also cast it in many roles, and Cole argues that attributing evil to real events can turn perceived opponents into monsters.
Therefore, it's enormously dangerous to identify people as evil because it opens the door to doing terrible things. And very innocent people have been harmed by that.
Cole says in the Holocaust, for example, the real horror was that it was carried out by ordinary people. And the picture emerging of the Boston suspect seems to defy easy categorizing.
The general theme of the Nobel speech, which says that this is a dangerous world where real evil exists out there.
The president's 2009 Nobel Peace Prize lecture defended America's military response to terrorism. Critics say it was the same reasoning his predecessor used to justify the war in Iraq. Jerome Socolovsky, VOA News, Washington.
The more competition we have, the better. On the other hand,